So I guess we're doing that instead on the same day. Like I just
Yeah, on
went
the
not to
same
my
night.
Yeah.
room, and instead I like, uh, yeah, it's like knock knock.
Yeah, come in.
Yeah. So I step in. Am I interrupting something?
I've been doing this too long for right now. No, come on in.
Okay. I step in your room. Sit like I don't know if you have a chair or like at the edge of the bed or something. Uh,
We'll offer you the chair and just sit on the edge of the bed.
okay. So, I talked with Rio, and apparently you are the guy that I should ask about few things. Specifically, how much do you know about the ley lines?
Uh, a lot for a layman. Sorry for the pun there. Um, what are you looking into particular, if I can ask? Or just general knowledge of what the hell are they?
No, my objective specifically is to try and find a way to protect Gidyu. I, if I don't, if I'm not misremembering it, he told me that, or there's a high suspicion that my former part, my, well, how to say, my family, but from the Fujiwara side, not Yamura, are influencing using the ley lines that he also uses, to do his thing, to fuck him up. Pardon the language.
Okay, so wait, they're spiking the lines that he's trying to use to get to him to get to you.
Yeah, because he's associated with me, they decided that. Look, I
Jesus.
told him that. Yeah, apparently my mother was right. That father has a mean, vicious streak. I mean, on the other hand, what I did, they kinda can perceive it as a treachery, but I say fuck it.
Hey,
But I do
either
not.
way, Gideon's out should be outside of that regardless. Wow.
Well, that's not how the
Oh,
ancient families work, or families with capital F. If you anger them, apparently, they will. Won't stop at you. Look, I pinched the bridge of my nose. I asked you like it would hurt a little bit, but I would understand if he decided to just walk alone and, distance himself from me. I could understand it. I don't want him to get hurt, well, anymore. But, and then I chuckle and this is like, maybe not a pink thing on my cheeks, but like, she has this expression on her face that, oh, you, like thinking about video, but he's a good boy. He said he made a promise and he's not gonna walk away from me.
no, I get it. I mean, this is fucked up all the way around, but that's just even more fucked up. Um, all right. My research so far into the ley lines has been more just basically it's been passive about them. So I can help you. I guess we'll have to go. You'll have to delve into learning how to manipulate lines, or maybe I'll. I mean, maybe I don't even know. I know that I can see them, and I know that a couple of people, other people can see them, but I don't really haven't really read a lot about people tapping into them. It's kind of like you know, basically putting jet fuel into a car engine or like a moped engine. It's not good for the system. Which,
I get the
but
analogy.
at least I mean, but yeah, no, I'll definitely help you through it. It's I guess the first thing is you can. I guess one of the first things is I can show you how to look for lines, maybe, and at least then you can see if they're spiking what lines are spiking. At least that'll give you some indication of what's going on. Is that any help?
Maybe a first step, but seeing lines is not exactly Like, I know you have to start from somewhere, but in the end, it's like
You want...
we need to find out. I mean, not we, because technically it's my problem for now, or problem that I want to take on myself, and I'm just like looking for information. But ultimately, the end goal is that, well, they won't be able to influence him through the ley lines.
Alright. I guess for immediate help, one of the advantages of spotting ley lines is you can spot older ley lines that aren't necessarily as used. So kind of like basically sort of like taking them off the main grid or showing them where to go for off the more well traveled paths. You get what I'm saying? If they're spiking lines, if he goes off the less used lines, that should basically give him some immediate safety, right?
Oh, using the... Okay. I think I mean, I have no... I didn't ask Gidyu how, like... I don't know exactly how his power works and if he will be able to do that, but it's something. It's more than I had a couple minutes ago in terms of ideas.
Okay. Yeah, I get it. They're hurting him. You need to figure out how to stop them from hurting him. I think the easiest way initially would basically just be learning how to spot when they've spiked a line so he knows not to touch it. And then we can work on basically coming up with ways to prevent them from spiking lines, or maybe like cleaning the lines after they spike them. I mean, these are kind of... I mean, I don't want to intrude myself too much into your projects if you don't want me to intrude. I can show you what I can. I just don't know entirely where individual powers lie and what I seem to be able to do and what other people can do, if you know what I mean. I'm the only one who's really played around with this around here, so I don't know if it's just me or if anybody can do this. So that's why I'm kind of giving vague answers at the moment.
Okay.
By the way, I guess given the recency, I'll have Raph do a complicated knowledge roll.
Okay.
Because I don't know how together Raph puts things. So.
I will be adding my magic to that die.
That's fine. So you'll be... Oh, so are you going to replace your knowledge die with your magic die? Or are you going to spend a PP to add it?
Spending a PP to add it. And then also, do I use my general magic bonus?
It's about the ley lines when he has like ley line knowledge.
I'll give you a plus 10 just based on how autistic Raph has gotten about it.
Does Raph not have like a ley line knowledge? I feel like
I don't think he's bought one.
Yeah, I do not have a ley line specific knowledge. I didn't really think I need one, but I will purchase one now that I know I need one.
Well, you don't need one. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, I feel like the ley lines have been Raph's conversation a lot. I feel like it'd be nice to have for him.
Yeah, no, I thought it would roll into my general magic, but if it doesn't, then I will be purchasing it. That's all.
No. Yeah.
So anyway, cool. Not too bad.
All right. So remember when you guys went digging?
Yep.
And on that place in Raph's map, there were no ley lines there whatsoever, and there were contracts there. So Raph's thinking, maybe when we find out what specific ley lines do, maybe you have more of an information. Like he remembers on his map that they're named different things. They might do different things or bring out different properties.
I thought it was just a direct knowledge. All of those in.
Well, yeah, you can add. Yeah, you might get over 100.
Yeah. Affiliation 10 plus D8. Yeah.
Close.
Close.
Oh well.
Yep. Anyway, all right. So basically, just to sort of like confirm what you just said, pretty much the fact that basically there are like named ley lines out there, and I need to.
No, basically.
Sorry.
Well, basically, like it's just like a bit of logic. Like, if you know that the park had no ley lines in, and there was something in there to do with, contracts and stuff, you think like, I wonder if there's different types of contracts in different ley lines, or there's something else under there. Like, I imagine that's how Raph would think.
Okay. Um. Okay, so basically you just hold on a second. My stupid computer's all trying to restart. I'm just trying to stop it.
Maybe if I type it down, it might be easier. Right?
Yeah, please.
Right.
I mean, that's just his typing. I mean, to your words that I don't want to intrude too much in your projects, I say I don't treat it as a project, and I wanted to say something similar, but mostly like I would feel worse if I involved people in my mess more than necessary.
You haven't been around me very often. I love bashing my head into other people's problems. Don't worry about it. If you need help, just ask and you have it. In full or in part, however you need it. Really, Reiko, don't worry about it.
I give like a smirk, but there's like a sad gleam in my eyes. Good to know that I didn't burn all the bridges down in the dorm.
Just sort of shake my head. No, you didn't. You really didn't.
I mean, Reiko for a moment has like this idea. I don't know, maybe I should ask Raf how I should approach Akira, and then I remember his occasional slips, and then inwardly I think, no offense Raf, you're a nice guy, but no, I cannot ask you about I cannot ask him about that matter.
Yeah. Raph is not the person you go to for relationship issues. Not at all. Okay, I think I understand.
Yeah. That's just based on Raph's, like, what I feel like the information you guys have gotten, like, a reasonable assumption to make.
Alright, so, sort of, looks like little light bulb goes above Raph's head. Goes, alright, actually here, he sort of, like, reaches over, pulls down sort of, the map of the ley lines that he has. I mean, because he probably would have it up in his room. He goes, alright, this is sort of a general, what I've gotten out of wandering around, just actually trying to feel the ley lines. I've made this map. And as you can see, they're just all over the place, but if you can also look, I've been able to correlate it with some other maps I was able to find, and these things have names. They're sort of, the best way to put it is they're focused on things. So they have meanings to them. They're not just there. So the thing is, if we can figure out what areas, basically we can get more information once we can figure out what lines they're touching, if that makes any sense to you. That will help out a lot.
Yeah, I think I get it. Like, find out which one they're using, and maybe Giddy will be able to use a different one.
Yeah. The other thing is, I mean, as you can notice, my map had nothing in the park yet. I mean, we went digging and we found a bunch of stuff there. So,
yeah.
Well, there might be some other hidden stuff around here if we can, take the time to actually look for it.
Alright. Okay, we have something, so that's good. Probably... on the other hand, I don't want to do that behind Gideon's back, so I think we can, if you don't mind, we'll be able to talk with him and like explain further that
Alright, yeah.
we can give him a little help.
Oh, it's getting kind of late.
Not today, of course.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, just... whenever. I mean, if you want, we can do this tomorrow or just whenever you want to schedule it. And then yeah, I think at least I can help a little bit in this. As much as as I said, as much as you would willing to take my help.
Well, Rio's pointed me towards you as someone that knows about Play Nice, so you know you are the guy that can help me. I mean, there's
Alright,
always Fulbright library, but I expect that. Well, I'd rather use something that I have access to.
Sometimes the problem with Fulbright's library is you got to know what books you're looking for before you can go look for them.
That too. Okay, so I stand up, give him a small wolf. Thanks. See you
Yeah, no
tomorrow.
worries.
Good night.
See you in the morning.
And then I go to my room.
Alright, so since everybody's going to sleep, can you give me the effect dice of your understanding and courage die?
All of us?
Yeah.
Courage and understanding, right?
Yeah. I'm going to see what Rio's is. I think they're both. Just let me check. Oh yeah, I put them at the top, didn't I? Yeah. Yes. Okay. So I guess the question will be to Reiko and Akira as to how they're feeling before they go to sleep.
I mean, Ray, if you want to go first, go ahead.
No, you can go. It's fine.
I mean, on one hand, I got hit emotionally a little bit. On the other, there's also this magical trauma I have, broken contract. On the yet another hand, I've been kinda in this focus that, well, I'm on this path and nothing will sway it away from me. Like, I'm not gonna betray Shin, like I'm gonna stay true to Phoenix and whatnot. And and this talk with Raph and Rio helped a little bit that, okay, so now I'm not completely hopeless in that Gidyu situation and we might have a solution. So like a middle ground, like she's not, I mean, unless I'm forgetting about some elements. So I'm thinking that on the one hand she's not like hardcore depressed, whatnot, but on the other hand she's also not super happy. I don't know if you catch my drift.
Okay. One moment, we gotta fix this travesty. I don't know
You
why
have
it's
to
not.
fix Koharu immediately.
Immediately.
Akira, step aside. Koharu's worried in a problem. I see how it is.
There you go.
Thanks. I probably should look to see if I already had it, honestly.
Oh, I have everybody's folders in my pictures folder.
I would hope so.
It has all of the fucking redraws. 50 million redraws.
Good.
Alright. Okay. So, Well, before we do that, Ryu. So, what did Ryu do after dinner? After you had his num-nums? He had a bit of a sleep. Okay. Are you muted, Wits? Or did you BRB?
Sorry, I was muted. We did the talk
Okay.
with Ginda about him dropping out, and then after that, he pretty much went to bed.
Okay. Alright. So, when Ryu retires to his room, he'll feel that Kumasaka is not with him. That he has slunk off somewhere.
Okay. That's not totally unusual.
No, but I guess you feel like when you go into the room, like something has changed, like something has been within your room and had a little look around.
Then I guess Ryu will see if anything's changed. If there's anything out of the ordinary.
Alright, so can you roll me your intuition?
Sure. And I have no PP at this point, so...
Alright, that's fine. Like, you feel like nothing's, like, gone, but you feel like things have been shifted slightly to the side, like where you would put your shoes, like it was moved a couple of inches to the side, like your covers are a bit disheveled, stuff like that. Really innocuous stuff. And as you
Okay.
and as you get to your desk, like you'll hear a little rustle, and you will see a snake on your desk.
Okay.
Alright, and it will look up, and it will do its little tongue hiss thing, and it will be like, greetings. I believe it's the first time we've met, Ryu.
Yes, and you are?
I am but a figment of your imagination.
Really? That's... new?
I do believe that, well, you've made your deals. That is why I'm here. You have started something that, well, we couldn't help but notice.
Right. I take it you've been busy then, or...
Busy.
It has been a while.
Busy, no, we just never had a reason to see you, but now that you're doing things, do you really think that you can just lay low?
Now that I'm doing... I figured I was doing things before.
Nothing so world-changing, perhaps.
Okay. I'm surprised that you could sense that.
You're surprised that we could sense that?
Yeah, considering who it's from, I wasn't exactly sure if that was as noticeable except with the person involved.
When something happens within this world, we do notice it. That is how we're able to touch so many hearts, so many consciousnesses.
Right. Okay. So I take this as more than just a social visit.
Take it as a forewarning. you haven't been taking best advantage of the gift that we gave you, the deal that you made.
Right. Okay.
We wouldn't want our name to be seen as weak. That wouldn't do, Ryu Takenaka.
Right.
Mm.
So, is there something you need me to do, or is this just, hey, step up your game?
We don't need you to do any specific task for now, but if you prove yourself to be more than just another name on the list, then of course we'll make a visit. We do like to reward those who try hard.
Right. Okay.
Mm. Good, good. You certainly seem complicit. Do remember that we do know if you're not going to do anything.
Right. I do remember that being a thing about you are watching.
Of course, though. Mm. Did you really think that he'd be able to run away forever?
Actually, I kind of assumed you just didn't have any interest in me, considering how long this all took.
Well, you're not the first and you're not the last. Those who don't really have the ingenuity, don't really have the skill or the talent or the intelligence to get to where they want to go without taking a few shortcuts. A dime a dozen, of course, but, well, I suppose I should congratulate you in making yourself a bit more of an individual.
Yeah, what?
What?
I made you more of an individual. How?
No, he said you becoming more of an individual.
Ah. Right. Okay.
Mm.
Alright, got it.
I'll give you a deadline of a week, something to make us notice. We don't ask for much after all. But, yes, I will be back.
Right, and... Oh. Got it.
Sayonara, Ryu. And he will sliver into the wall, and you'll see that on his way out, there's a bit of shadow residue. Well, I don't know. I don't think Ryu has posters in his room, so I guess
Not
in
really.
the wall there. And he will goaded into the wherever he came from.
Ryu will just stand there kind of confused for a minute. Right. That was an event.
You don't hear any response. It's like you're talking to just yourself for the first time in quite a while.
Okay. Yeah, he figures that because he didn't figure Kumasaka would just show up at that instant. Okay, I've got a week to impress them. Oh boy. This is either going to become really bad or even worse.
Okay. So, Rio is not. Is he back yet? Oh yeah, he is back. Okay.
Yeah, I am back.
Okay. So, while you guys sleep, you'll have some very interesting dreams.
Oh,
So, I'd like to. I believe I was asking Akira how she felt before she went to sleep. I asked how Matt felt.
Yeah. Wow. It was, a disheartening day, and she is coping with her new emotional trauma, which is based around the feeling of hopelessness. So she's mostly frustrated with that, and the literal sort of tinge of hopelessness that's seeping into her derived mission of getting this card stuff done. So it's kind of frustration mostly. Tired, trying to combat that sort of, oh, it's pointless, why am I trying feeling. It's not tired resignation, but it's frustrated that she can't get over it. It's kind of like an active fight between being frustrated and mad and being just tired and being like, oh, this is no fucking pointless. It's like the chariot, haha. In case you didn't get it. In case you didn't get it! Woo!
Alright, so I'll go in terms of the worst to the best, in terms of the die values. So, Ryu, he has a nightmare, and in his nightmare, he feels like he's bound with writhing chains, and he doesn't have the courage to look up to see what's changing him, but he hears like loud hisses, like hisses that drone onwards and echo, like it's a really loud, but it's not sounding loud. It just feels big, like a voice that feels big, but it's not loud.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like he can feel. I suppose it's like a mixture of heat and a chill. Like he doesn't really have like a specific like tangibility to it. Like how fire is hot and ice is cold. It doesn't really feel like it's a sensation that he has experienced before as a person. And that's pretty scary.
Okay.
Yes. It's very, very scary dream. And then let me see. I guess what the next one would be Kaharu. Alright. So Kaharu has a dream about Groundhog's Day.
Yeah!
So she goes through her morning routine and goes to school repeatedly, on repeat.
Oh.
And every night after the school bells rung and the evening news come up, you hear of somebody's death, like a student's death.
Oh, the stream's less fun.
And this student's name changes with each day, but otherwise the day is exactly the same, over and over and over again.
Oh, well, that's not fun.
No, it's not fun.
Oh.
And for Rio feels like his consciousness, his being, is being broken apart, examined, put back together again, and then broken once more. And suddenly you hear the advent that the game has begun, and you get this insidious feeling of glee and excitement, but also of duty.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Rio's dream.
Okay.
And
That's really awesome.
And for Raph, Raph feels like he has. He feels like he's like what's it called? Like he feels like he's an army, like he has all the tools, the equipment, the people, the personnel, the authority to do things. But he as a general, as a commander, really just like, "Ah, I just want to live a normal life. I don't want to go to war." So he lets all of his equipment, his personnel, his building, his army techniques, and all of that, they're just wasting away and leave stationed. And
Okay.
you see the dream world break apart, and then you'll see Sandman saying, "It's time to come play now." And then you have your regular schedule.
Yes.
Also,
Alright.
Raph gets saved by Sandman.
Yes. And I guess I need to do Akira and Reiko, right?
Yep.
All right. So, for Reiko, with her understanding, Reiko will find herself in a position that she's fairly used to. Like, she'll recognize the environment as the summit, and of specifically of the Kitsune area. And she'll find herself in the company of Minamoto and her TM grandmother. And she'll find herself training over and over and over again. And she'll feel like she needs to be composed and get a grip. That she needs to control this, otherwise it will spiral out of her control. But she feels confident. She feels like she can do this, especially now that she has, well, what she has. And for Akira, she'll feel I guess she'll feel like two entirely different people being, well, massed together into a single person. And given her trauma, she'll feel like one of these people inside of her is like a literal who. Like, nobody cares about this girl. Nobody wants to know about their story. And even if they did want to know about their story, that nobody deserves it anymore. And that the person you are now is the person that you feel deserves to live in this world. And Akira, she'll feel like the rest of the world needs to be punished for all of the injustices done to them.
Huh. That's a strange mix of feelings.
They're useless, and you must punish everybody. Wait, what?
Yep. Alright. So, by the way, before Kahari went to bed, she would have noticed the food that was left outside of Suzuki's room is still out there.
Oh. Come on.
So, I guess we're on Wednesday morning now, if I'm correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
Morning!
Indeed.
Slam more harder on the alarm clock than usual.
Alright. What are you guys doing? Hee-hee!
Jimmy, I guess Kira will just get up and make her way to her room and get dressed for the run.
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah, Reiko will also go to a run, thinking that this will help me, like, more focused, and thinking that, yeah, it will help things in emotions.
Saw that.
Alright. So you guys ready to run?
Yep.
Alright. Are you just gonna do a casual? Oh.
Can I, dude? Is the food still out there in the morning?
I mean, if Kaharu didn't put it away, yep, it's still out there.
Oh my fucking god! Well, I guess she'll go put it away now. All right, run time.
Alright.
Yeah, Reiko will try not to go for like full casual. She feels like this run might be like, you know, also training of body and mind. And trying to not refine control of stamina or something. I don't know if I'm getting... Yeah, but yeah, I'll be making a roll. We are in the team.
Alright, well Kaharu gets a favour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm adding
Rap's
my
really slow.
diligence.
The only one that got any real sleep.
Okay. Yeah, I think my...
This he has his mind on other things.
is plus 15.
Ley lines!
Pretty much.
Jeez.
Holy shit, that's fast. Oh wait, that get triggers right. No, that's very you're using your body efficiently. You're not going fast. There you go.
You can go at a good
Good lord.
pace. It's just not Sonic the Hedgehog. Yes.
By the way, Matt, did you write down your trinket result from last time? Because I didn't.
Fuck!
Please.
I wrote what it was, and I remember it had 3 charges, because I think
Yeah,
I
that's
got
the important thing is the chart, how many charges it had.
Yeah,
If
I
you
remember
that. That's
I remember
fine.
you said that I got exactly what I needed, because I wrote 130 in total, and you said if I wrote 129, I would only get 2.
Yeah. Yeah, it must have been that then. Okay. All right. So you guys, you do your run. Everybody apart from Reiko isn't really putting their all into it. I mean,
Run
Akira just
83?
shut
Fuck
up.
you. Okay. Wow. Rude.
I mean, I was talking.
Okay, go ahead.
I mean, I know Akira's good at it, but for her, I said they're not really putting their all into it. How does that invalidate what I said?
Sure. Getting lumped together with this 42 and 69.
Akira knows she can do better.
Yeah, fair enough. There you go.
Yeah, I imagine Reiko's case is like, you know, glorious Nippon steel forged over one, or however it goes, like over 100,000 times. She's like
Folded over a
folded
1,000.
over. She's like tempering her body or like something like that. She tries to feel like it, but yeah.
But I hate my family. What the fuck? I love them now.
What the fuck? I love my family now. Kira's back is sore. That's why she's not doing it. Couch isn't very comfortable. You know. Slept in dumb position.
Don't know what family has about that, but
Alright.
Okay.
Nobody feels like talking. They just
No.
want to get it over and done with.
Absolutely not.
Right. So while you guys are doing your run, does Rio and Ryu do anything before their breakfast time? Or
Yes.
If Kumasaka's back, Ryu definitely has to talk to him.
can you roll me your diligence, Ryu? All right, he's back. You feel that he came back. Don't know
Okay.
when, but he's.
Did you get up the snake slime?
Did he?
Yeah, I'm not going to touch shadow material.
Well,
So you're just gonna leave it there.
Yeah, it's still there.
Dude, that's gonna turn into a crawler.
Get Shadow Be Gone from a Jeffrey.
Is it like shadow material or just dark shit?
It feels like Like, you know, if there's like a painting, but like a part of it has been like had water splashed on it, so all of the colors have run out.
Okay,
It looks like that, but
that's
in
good.
real life.
So the answer is it's not like a shadow. It's black weird stuff.
Yeah, but he feels like shadow stuff to you.
Oh, Jess! You can't fucking answer my question with an answer that's both. Fuck, you're hurting me. I was accepting the extrapolation answer because I knew you'd say it was one or the other, but then you just said it was both.
Well, don't forget, Ryu's got a low courage, so to him, it may just seem like it because of that.
Okay, I know. I just wish you would have said. Oh. You're hurting me. I'm actually upset. Alright.
Yeah, either way, it sounds like he's leaving it on the wall.
Well, he'd leave it on the wall if he feels like it was shadow material because he doesn't have his protection with without Vitala anymore.
That's fine. You can leave it on the wall. I'm going to put that in your keepsakes until you get rid of it.
Shadow residue.
Oh, I'm typing in black. Okay.
That's a problem.
Probably not.
That's how I spelled residue. I'll keep it that way. There we go.
Residue.
Because I couldn't see what I was typing. So I was like, did I do this? Oh, I didn't add an E. I added another E.
Throw random letters at it till it works.
Okay.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I'll put it in purple. There we go. Spooky. Okay. So what's Rio doing?
Oh, yes, Rio. Well, they're getting up before the run guys get back, right?
I'm assuming like a little bit before because they get back at like 7ish, and again their alarm goes off at 6:45.
Mm-hmm. Well, Rio would be up before that, yeah.
All right.
Okay. Okay. So, in that case, given what he is, sorry, I just completely forgot what I was going to say. Given that is the case, I just have to ask a question. It's a very minor detail. Do we have a rice cooker?
Yes.
All right, Rio's just gonna make some rice, put it in a bowl, eat it. That'll serve for breakfast for right now. And he'll write a note.
Holding the rice cooker.
What?
Yeah, roll to use the rice cooker.
No, I
No.
meant you're holding it up when we get back. We're gonna have to